Yesterday was I guess you have a win column and a loss column for former President Donald Trump. They reduced that $454 million bond down to, it's still a lot of money, $175 million. I don't care who you are. That's still a lot of a scratch for such a weird situation. Joining us now, talk about Eric Trump defending his dad, which I think is a no-brainer. That's a tight family, I think. Commentator, political analyst, Young Voices, Samuel Mangold-Lenett. Sam, it's great to have you back on your morning wake-up. Good morning.
Thanks for having me back. How's it going?
I think we're okay. We got a win column and a loss column the president did yesterday. This was a pretty big deal, though. I think this was key, getting that down to $175 million, because the press conference said, how are you going to cover that? He said, cash. I got cash. Did he have enough cash? Was he getting there for the $454 million, or were they going to go after Trump Tower?
So I think at the end of the day, they would have gone after his New York properties. He did say that he had $500 million in cash on social media, so he could have, paid it. But I think it's more so about, even if he did have the money, they would have found another thing to slap him with to make him pay even more, so he didn't have the money, so they could take his property. The whole point is humiliation. The whole point is lawfare. The whole point is making him bankrupt and broke.
Do the polling numbers show across America people are seeing through this and see this as such? It's pretty much got to go see Republican, Democrat. I think it depends on who you ask, doesn't it?
Right. And, there is there's evidence. Polling indicates that, when the first couple charges came down, opinion on Trump kind of took a dive a bit, because nobody really wanted to vote for someone who was a convicted criminal. But they left overplayed their hand and couldn't help but hit him with 88 charges. And anybody who was paying attention noticed that a lot of this didn't make any sense. That a lot of this was overblown, that the people hitting him with the charges were a little slimy, that, in Georgia, Fani Willis was having an inappropriate relationship with her subordinate, that the Alvin Bragg case in New York was a comically ludicrous case to begin with. People were noticing that this just didn't make any sense, and that there were so many charges that, of course, it's going to do the opposite effect, and people are going to realize the game is rigged. They're going to realize that the fix is in, and people, the Democrats and their mockery of the judiciary system, of the justice system, is just to disenfranchise voters and their main political opposition.
Everything they've thrown at Donald Trump seems to fall off. The Teflon president. I mean, it seems to fall off and actually benefit him. And so on we go. Is this a temporary reprieve? I mean, he has to literally write a check for $175 million.
Down from the $454 million, I think it's a pretty massive reprieve.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. He still has a pretty uphill battle with all the other legal challenges he faces. But this gives him some breathing room. And I got into the conversation yesterday. I want to get your take on this. If you look at Donald Trump, and the guy is, what is he, 77? I think? 70, yeah.
Something like that? All right. All of the garbage that he has been through, all of this stuff, all of this stress, anybody else would have folded. I don't know what it is about the guy, but he doesn't look any different than when he was in the White House. And just being president usually ages people. Look at Joe Biden. But he didn't, physically, he didn't look any different. I don't think that's of note. Don't you? What's your take on that?
I can't agree more. It is astonishing how little sleep this guy gets, two, how indefatigable he is. He just can't be stopped. He's simply built different. He is he is a beast of a different breed. It is nothing but short of impressive.
Yeah, and okay, so does the nut fall far from the tree, so to speak? Eric Trump is kind of how you and I kind of start. Well, we didn't get into it really, but Eric Trump is defending his dad, which I think is a no-brainer. Any kid, I think, would at this point, right?
Yeah. I think there is only one Donald Trump, but his kids certainly have his genes in them, and maybe they're not as relentless and indefatigable as he is, but they're fighters nonetheless.
Yeah. Which is the American spirit, which I think a lot of people cop to. I got to say, I think they do. Sam, we're up on time. Samuel Mangold-Lenett, political analyst and commentator at Young Voices, joining us. We'll chat again sometime soon. All right, Sam?
Thanks for having me. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. See you later. 1320 WILS back.